This is Aquarius Tarot. So I titled your reading, Cashing in All the Work You've Done, You Are Being Taken Care of. Excuse me for just like my hair up in here. It was like falling and bugging the crap out of me. Maybe your hair's like bugging the crap out of you. Maybe you're getting your hair done or something like that soon. Anyway, Aquariuses, what's up? For those of you that are new, I'm Shamelessly Sexy Jackie. We are going to do a general read for Aquarius Collective here. I'm going to pull money on your finances, career, retirement, relationships, sexual energies, overall higher self messages with the oracle cards in front of you or in front of me. Nice. And day-to-day messages. I will clarify what I need to with the tarot boo, and we will get into some tangible, shameless feedback that Spirit wants to give you of what are the things that you can really be working on specifically. So let's talk about the cover photo here. This is Money, Finances, and Career, and this was like one of the best cards that you got in your overall energy. So I want to start here and then maybe get into kind of some frustration, because I can tell maybe Aquarius, you've been frustrated or maybe you've been put through something specifically in your life here, okay? Or just recently. The energies have been tough, but you could be seeing 222, 999, and 111 specifically, as well as 11 and 44. Those numbers are showing up in the cards here, so that's why I put it in like the thumbnail photo specifically, Aquariuses. So if you're hopping in and out of the chat, make sure to smash the like button and hit subscribe too. But this card says rewards. You're cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing here overall. And Spirit like sent me some different divine downloads prior to your reading, which I haven't like really written a lot for y'all, and I know I haven't done your read in a while, but this is what Spirit also said that came through. So pay attention to all these signs and synchronicities as well. So Aquarius, 222 is coming up, which is representing choices, partnerships, your path, trusting your intuition, as well as the second sacral chakra, which is all about water sign energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you could have those in your chart. You could be dealing with those energies here. It shows up in the reading, so I love that I wrote that down here, okay? We also have community, and Spirit's like, get out there. So for whomever this resonates with, but then Spirit also was like saying community and connections. And then said warm email, connection or intro, cold call, and then talked about like the third house, which we're in Gemini season for those of you that don't know. The third house represents Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could have it in your chart. I could always be talking to a cross-watcher too. You could have an important Gemini in your life, Aquarius, whatever it might be. But the third house is siblings, aunts, uncles, nieces, cousins, nephews. It's short distance trips. It's short travel here. And that also came up. And it's showing up in the cards too, which I really love for you. And it also, third house is also like social media, local neighborhoods, communities, and things of that sort. So I don't know if you're going to be getting out there and connecting with lots of people during this time. Then they also told me like world renowned. So I'm like, what? Like, what does Aquarius need to know with this whole world renowned thing? And then they gave me a couple different words. They said traveler, movement, well-known, mission, union, or like unite together. So I don't know if a lot of you are like traveling during this time or uniting with a lot of different people, coming up with some sort of movement here. But then they gave me some other words, which I thought was interesting. So maybe you're doing short distance trips, or there's a need to get out in nature, be in your elements, because they gave me the car Lamborghini. I don't know, maybe that's like a dream car for you. Picnics, sandwich, and nature here specifically. So be working with nature and the elements during this time. Let's go through the cards. So your overall oracle message was emotions here. I don't know if some of you are experiencing a lot of shame, because this person is like heads down covering their face. And for those of you that aren't familiar with shame, when we do this and we like conceal and try to hide ourselves, that is a shame response and behavior. And this card says feel emotions, understand emotions, inner guidance, and validate yourself. Hummingbirds might be significant to you, but again, this person is like outside in nature and kind of cleansing their energy. There's also a need for some of you to start working with crystals in regards of like your day-to-day intentions or your sleep or your goals, or just getting grounded in some sort of meditative practice. And we have meditate underneath that. So I really love that for you. Some of you aren't meditating and you're just feeling ungrounded, like with the day-to-day life, maybe chaos, monotony, or even changes during this time. Out of the Shameless Truth general message, we do have don't be cheap and don't cheat your energy, your money, your love, mind, or currency. It's when we're cheap, we have bigger expenses later. So I don't know if some of you are like getting a car because that Lamborghini like popped up, and the third house is also car and travel. So like, I don't know if some of you are like, oh my gosh, should I like invest in this certain thing here? And Spirit's like, you're going to be rewarded. And we also have Journey in the reverse, which is like a travel card in, the career deck, and money and finances and retirement. And Spirit's like, we want to see you succeed. And so if I do see the need for some of you, if you're nervous about like your career endeavors or a car or making some sort of move, like you're really contemplating this, Fool card, your energy, Aquarius, in the reverse. And Nine of Swords is like anxious, worried about money. And Spirit's like, don't be worried, you're being rewarded. And there is some sort of like wish fulfillment coming in here with this. This could be happening by the next full moon overall, which will be in Sagittarius on the 11th, I believe. So pay attention to these signs and synchronicities, as well as like a Pisces or an Aquarius here. Someone could be connecting with you again, just in local communities and distance. I feel like some of you also felt like, damn, why have I been in this career for this long? I feel foolish here. And wow, you have like 9999. So you're closing up some major, and the moon card, 99999, 5 times. You're closing up some major career cycles, and it's not going to fully be closed up until Cancer season. Queen of Swords in the reverse. There's something about a contract. And Empress, you might be creating something on your own. Taurus, Libra energy, Cancer energy. So just take some time, use the astrology wisely here. Out of your relationships, we also have allow somebody to take care of you. And I feel like this came up a little bit more with money and finances here specifically as well. You might be in a caregiver role, caretaking role, and you had 2 cards that popped out where it's like you have 4 pentacles in the reverse, which is just like, let go, let people show up for you, let people take care of you, let people love you. We have 4 in the chat, and we have 44 and Scorpio energy, which was that water sign. But then you also have your energy, Aquarius, the star card, the healer. Allow somebody to like maybe take care of you. Maybe you need to go retreat, right? Have a picnic, get outside, work with the elements, get grounded during this time. Everything will fall into place here, specifically overall, especially when it comes to money here. And I feel like you need to drop some sort of position that like you're going through this death to rebirth transformation, and you're stepping into like your north node here specifically, okay? Out of sexual energies, you have Aries in the upright, which is like quickie sex, hate sex, waste no time. You could be hooking up with somebody here overall, and maybe you could be dating in your local neighborhoods community. For singles out there, for others of you, you might be reconnecting with a partner, partners, or spouse here specifically, doing something fun. I also just touched my selenite, so you might need to use selenite as a crystal, cleanse your energy, clear it, everything like that. But then you also got the Libra card, Justice, in the reverse here specifically. You could have Libra in your chart, and then we have Hierophant and the Strength card underneath that. Wow. And then the Death card, your energy, Scorpio, excuse me. There could be a connection where you're trying to like rebuild something in regards of like a marriage for some of you, trying to be very strong and emotionally vulnerable. Some of you might be seeking marital counseling for this. For those of you that are single, this is like really you standing up for yourself, your strength, your boundaries, everything, and also allowing people to like see you during this time. But you also might be going through some changes with sexuality. There might be some things where with a committed partnerships, like you might be burned out. And for some of you, like you're just holding a sexual boundary here. For others of you, you might be experiencing like someone wanted you to experience some sort of bad karma here, because we do have the Justice card in the reverse. Like a marriage or a divorce due to lack of sex or values, or there's no balance. And it's like this is going to be working out in your favor anyway. And this could also be like a second marriage in the future, or long-term commitment, or like renewing some sort of vows to a partner, or a long-standing commitment or a marriage here for some of you out there, whomever I am speaking to. So again, only take what resonates with you. I also switched out the Oracle deck, which I don't typically do when I do my reads during the week, Aquarius. And so I don't know if you're like in this need of like change here. Let's switch some things up. Let's explore a little bit more. So we're just going to shuffle out What are the most important messages here for Aquarius? Thank you. We have sunshine. I love that. Get outside. Use your elements. Sunshine here. Light, passion, illumination, motivation. Don't dim your light. Make sure you're not dimming your light during this time. Some of you may be Reiki healers and you might be getting a lot of activations in your palms as well as like crown chakras activations. And you may be psychically channeling like the divine or realms or the other side. Wow, you have 1-1 here. Expansion. Befriend the mind, inner freedom, and expand consciousness. I love that as I was just saying this. So, and again, that's like your element here. Pay attention to seeing orbs in people's auras, photos, just in general, even around you, as well as with the sky card, white feathers here. Okay, so again, Ascended Master number 11. And then we have 17, which is reclaiming your power. So maybe you need to look up the angel number 117. But this card says willpower, inner strength, self-mastery, heal victim. So some of you are in this divine masculine energy because there's fire and air here. And you need to be able to expand and move out of any like victim mindset programming here. They're telling me like maybe even depression or anxiety, like some dark energies. Demons, they just said that you may have not actually looked at yourself for years because there's this very dark, hard energy here compared to these two. Very light, very flowy, very open. And I feel like maybe for some of you, this is something you've needed to go through and experience for your mind overall. Really open up to this expansion here. And also know that like you got the emotions card at the beginning, like being vulnerable is you claiming your power and sharing your feelings is claiming your power. So there's something about that. And then you have manifesting magic. Beautiful. It's 1-1 here as I'm saying that. So weave your magic, miracles, and understanding manifestation. So you may be doing some of the things, and some of you may be doing this with the moon rituals here, or the moon phases here, and then you have the pyramid in this card as well, and you had that in money, finances, and career here. So I feel like you're trying to manifest better patterns in your life, more abundance in your life, of however that looks for you specifically here. Top of the deck, we have mindset. There we go. Very beautiful. Create reality, work with your subconscious, befriend your mind here. Some of you might need to do hypnosis or work with subliminals or listen to different types of tracks. There's plenty here on YouTube, and boom, trust your intuition. Like I said, with the 222 showing up for you, it's showing up again. What's your intuition saying versus your fear? And how can you connect to your soul? How can you trust yourself? And how can you trust source, energy, God, universe, like whatever you believe in? Yeah, you're going through some shifts collectively with other people. And 9, closing up some cycles. All is connected and all is collective growth. And Spirit wants you to know that you are divinely supported here. And be a mirror. The world is a mirror. Notice patterns, and you do need to clear some blockages, Aquarius. So this is a lot with your mindset here overall. So when someone points something out in you, you may not like that, and they're trying to like point it out to help you with some feedback if you're open to it and asking for your permission and consent. And sometimes that's one of the hardest things to do, but Spirit's literally saying stay open, otherwise you're going to be stuck in these energies for a while. Okay, we have reassurance seeking does nothing but lower your self-worth. Learn to validate and love yourself. And that might be a blockage that you're stuck in. And then you like seek outside of yourself when you don't need to. Don't ask for advice if you're not going to take it. Yeah, or feedback. Like I just said, I felt that energy. And some people will never try to peel back the layers to actually see what's underneath the surface of it all. Very deep messages here for your day-to-day. And we have ignorance is pain. So you've dealt with a lot of abuse. You've dealt with a lot of people in your life, Aquarius, who've maybe, because they say ignorance is bliss. Well, ignorance is pain because you don't know who's around you, what they're consuming or what you're consuming, or even realizing like how we're being abusive by even belittling or name calling or coercing or manipulating, yelling, gaslighting, you know, all this different stuff. Watch the other reads because that card has come up a couple times. I don't remember in whose read. So this is something to pay attention to during this time here. And this might also be a block blockage where a lot of you maybe haven't even recognized or realized that maybe you have experienced complex trauma, CPTSD, where it comes from here and our minds and our emotions and these different types of projections of feelings and stuff. Yeah, and Spirit's asking you, Capricorn energy, free yourself from this specifically. Really pay attention to who's around you and what you're consuming here and make, there we go, the number 2, the best choices for you. And you might need to walk away from these abusive energies. Okay, reassurance seeking. Yeah, 3 of Cups in the reverse. This could be people around you or in your friend groups, relationships, your emotional connections, or you're doing this, the Tower moment. And Spirit's like, stop it. And this might be a conversation, Aries energy, that you need to have with other people or other people need to have with you, the Tower moment, to kind of illuminate something and have it be like a lightning moment for you to see like, wow, I need to just work on my self-love. I need to learn how to validate myself. And I don't need to seek outside of myself. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles, but it came out sideways for others. So you're kind of stuck in this, or these are people around you, and then maybe they're disappointed because then they have to do some sort of growth moving forward with this, or this is you. Okay, Knight of Wands, you will be successful and really learning to love yourself. Spirit's just asking, create better patterns here. And again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you could have those in your chart. As well as like your friends, as long as they love you and they're loyal and trustworthy, they will understand where you're coming from, or vice versa with this energy. Tell me about don't ask for advice if you're not going to take it. What is this? 8 of Cups. You might be walking away from someone, or someone could be walking away from you if you gave them some sort of advice. What? On a situation. Page of Wands in the reverse. Could be a younger sibling, someone who's very reckless, chaotic in their thinking. King of Cups in the reverse. This could be like a parent-child dynamic, or 2 people who emotionally are very reckless, chaotic. They don't even realize that they're lacking the EQ here. And it's almost like this person might act as if they know exactly what they're doing here. And literally, I feel like maybe it's an energy drainer if you're this person that's giving this advice, or for others of you, there's multiple people that are saying certain things to you that you're noticing about patterns in yourself in your life here. And so again, fire sign energy, water sign energy, you could have those in your chart. 3 of Swords in the reverse here. It's like you're letting go of these individuals who maybe really hurt you in the past and moving on and freeing yourself from them. For some of you, this could have been an ex, a lover. For others of you, this could have been a Taurus or happened during Taurus season, but it's like you've overthought about this, and it's almost like you don't need to give these people your energies anymore. Let's clarify. Some people will never try to peel back the layers to actually see what's underneath the surface of it all. I feel like you might be feeling judged, Aquarius. I feel like you might be feeling a little lonely, and feeling like, well, why don't people just understand me? Like, what is this? Or telling me trendsetter, 6 of Pentacles, okay? I do see good relationships, giving and receiving, being in balance here. The Devil card in the upright, Daddy, Saturn, Capricorn energy. You could be experiencing, okay, so... And 9 of Pentacles, a wish fulfillment. You could be feeling like a tug of war energy of maybe you're always giving, you're always giving, you're always giving, or trying to get to know other people, trying to be there for other people with the 6 of Pentacles here overall. And then it's like, but they don't actually understand you. You could have Capricorn in your chart, and if you do, you're probably very misunderstood here. And that can be very frustrating for you, Aquarius, because you have then maybe this Capricorn and Aquarius energy where it's like Aquarius feels, you know, it's the most authentic sign, the most unique sign, because there's not as many Aquariuses out there. And if you have Capricorn, you're seen as like this really harsh, negative energy or person, or people stereotype you. And I feel like you just don't want to be stereotyped anymore. You're almost wishing for people to get to know you. And I do see something better in the future with these energy of like, you see these birds coming in, they're flying towards you. So again, 3s, community, 3rd house, there's 3 on the cards here. And that's you putting yourself out there for like better energy exchanges, from the 6 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. I want that 9 of Pentacles all day. Hi, Robin. Thank you for being here. And 2 of Swords. Yeah, you're just freeing yourself from these karmic individuals. And for some of you, this was like a lover. For others of you, this could have been somebody older than you. Queen of Cups in the reverse here. Maybe even a motherly figure here overall. And it's almost like you had to pull back your energies. Yeah, 4 of Swords, and give this like a rest. Aquarius, Moon and Capricorn Sun. Sun. Thank you for the confirmation. Yes. So Aquarius, this is a very like heavily relational read here overall. It's working on yourself, but also working on other people. And Spirit's like, yo, you have a good plan. You're setting yourself up for success. And I say that, and the sun is peeking outside, and it's been cloudy, sunny here. So I feel like that's a good sign. Cutting the deck again. Do what it is that you want to do, where you want to go, and be around the people that you want to be around. Who cares if people don't get it, understand it, whatever. Yeah, gossiping, lying, shaming, manipulating. You could have been dealing with those energies because you had the ignorance is pain. And we already talked about that with abuse here in CPSD. The secret to having more is being more. Why do you want more? And why are you going to do more when you won't even be more? When you won't even aspire to dream more? When you need to set higher goals, and when you need to know your worth more and to know that you are so valued. This is true. Step into your authentic being and step out of your overdoing at this time here. Yeah, like you get to be your problem to your problem or your solution to your problem. So like choose wisely here because you're in these very different energies of maybe things being tough, but you can also figure out a way, to get through it. Light at the end of the tunnel. Make sure you find it. So there's some sort of silver lining in the situations that you are going through and moving through during this time, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on with money, finances, gestures, helping hand. People want to give to you. You might be a painter, but this also says you may be asked to help someone, or you might need a helping hand. Give deserved praise to others, and you will naturally receive recognition too. So make sure that like if someone did something great, give them that praise, give them their that info, share your resources here, share your connections. Money, finances, career, retirement, progress, but it's in the reverse. So you might be feeling stuck in a place or setting, or maybe work just feels like the same old day in, day out, the monotonous routine. Might feel like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. And you got gold! Woo! Gold bars. And you see all the nines on here? When I said, there was 5 that was showing up earlier. Wealth. You're working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing in yourself and look into a long-term career planning. So asking, is there any way that you can move up? Any way that you can receive more? Pay grade, a different pay grade. Maybe you're looking at different tax brackets here for some of you. And inventing something, maybe even creating your own position here, but we have brilliance. Light bulb ideas here. Maybe you're an electrician here, but you discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition, and I feel like you're going to be bringing a lot of these ideas to light with people. Maybe there's some sort of job change here, so then you can focus on your ideas. With this wealth here, though, in career planning, you may be hiring like an investor, financial planner, advisor, and also like it's kind of a balance of both. Like with your resources, like if you work for a company, asking how can I grow, how can I expand in this, and then for others of you, it's also looking at how can you seek help and allow people to help you with others. 222 and 999, yes, Robin. And rewards popping back out here. Yes, it's worth the journey for anybody because you got the journey card underneath that. It is worth it. So any of you that are like, is this going to be worth it? Is it going to be worth it? Yes. So let's cheers to you, Aquarius. With the rewards and someone taking care of you with the double confirmation, there's a lot of signs and synchronicities. Pay attention to them here. This could also be, there could be rewards of like, oh, you got like a raise, a promotion, a bonus here, or maybe even like, oh, like I got a gift card from work, or I got extra money, or I got taken out on lunch, or I got to do this, or I got to do that here. Like someone does want to like celebrate you and your successes amidst like all this maybe emotional time or chaos when maybe things haven't been as stable as you want them to be. But I do see this moving along. Tell me about progress here. Okay, the Sun card in the reverse. Overall, you're not happy. You might be depressed at a workplace. You don't enjoy it. You could be dealing with a Leo. You might be frustrated that like, gosh, I'm at this point in my life, and then beating yourself up here overall. 9 of Wands, in the reverse, but you're coming out of this. You're very resilient with everything that you're doing. 4 of Wands in the reverse. You could be also having maybe some family spats about like money, finances, and career, or like roommate spats about bills and stuff. stuff or frustration. For some of you, I do see like a demeaning boss around you being like, why haven't you done this yet? Why haven't you done this yet? And it's almost like they don't understand that you also have a personal life, and you could just be in like some despair right now, or even like depression of like not enjoying your work. And so then it's twice as hard to move forward. Yeah, 8 of Cups, but you feel stuck. And 9 of Pentacles, like this is not, yeah, and 8 of Wands, 8, 9, 8. It's not what you wanted. Yeah, and 2 of Pentacles in the reverse and 3 of Wands in the reverse. It's almost like some of you feel like there's no room for expansion, or there's no room for progress, or there's no room for your creative ideas to be put into place here. This could also be frustration, maybe with coworkers or colleagues in a workplace, that like things aren't progressing sooner here, and change takes time. You don't love what you're doing. The Lovers card in the reverse, Gemini season, 3rd house, the number 6. You need more harmony. Where does this go? It's way too much. Where does this go? 4 of Cups and Queen of Wands. You're going to stand in some sort of your own autonomy, your own power to create something better, something that you do love, something that lights up your soul. Black cats could be significant to you as well, but there's some sort of like opportunity in the current position or career or setting for workplace that you're in. And 4 of Cups in the reverse, it's like, that's just not it. It's not the right one. 6 of Swords, I see you moving on. And 3 of Cups, people want to celebrate you, like I said, overall. 8 of Swords in the reverse, free yourself from this. Tell me about wealth. 10 of Swords in the reverse. So you're coming out of like maybe any struggles or a cycle of not being able to get ahead overall finances. And the Knight of Pentacles. So things that you are, you know that to have long-standing wealth, like it's not an overnight thing. And I see you being very realistic with that, Aquarius. So you're almost trying to scheme or come up with some sort of long-term plan here. And buffaloes typically represent abundance. And so I feel like this is you, yeah, creating some sort of abundance for yourself. Page of Cups in the upright, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and connecting with people. There's 2 connections here. There's 2 opportunities here for you to be on the path of wealth, and this card wants to show, and it's literally the 2 of Pentacles, but you are wanting to feel very well grounded, well balanced, having fun. Some of you might be juggling a couple different jobs, and you might be thinking a little bit about how can this go further? How can this go further? Star card in the upright. The Star card for me is someone who's like a divine healer, and they don't do it for money. They do it, but you have the Ace of Cups. They do it for love, and you have the Knight of Cups underneath that. And Aquarius, there's something, again, check your North Node, but there is something that Spirit's like, we want to give this to you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities for you, and you might almost be overwhelmed, or you need to meditate on it and come up with a plan and strategize. Or this might be for services. This might be for ideas that you have. If you are creating multiple streams of income, it's like being able to balance work and play, but being in this energy that feels very healing, really restorative. And maybe even you find a better business bureau. Okay, I don't know why that popped in. Maybe you're going to get accredited with them, but maybe you find like a better business who actually wants to pour into your cup, pay you more than you could have ever imagined in your life, and then it leads you on to some sort of path of wealth. Crows and dragonflies could be very significant to you during this time, as well as like peacocks and white birds and squirrels and buffaloes. So watch out for the spiritual animals here. I love where the wealth is going. Tell me about the brilliance here, please. What does Aquarius need to know? The High Priestess, trust your intuition. The number 2. You may be working in silence, and again, you might be a like spiritual healer, but this is you having the knowledge, having the wisdom. And I say that, and there's a beautiful like red-headed woodpecker outside. I don't remember what they mean, but with this scroll here, you might be teaching something, but also people just learn from being in your brilliant energy here. And that's Persephone. So you might be inclined to work with her, goddess here. She could be very significant in your birth chart overall, but there's something that you subconsciously know deep down inside that you could really, really, really be good at. And you almost, 9 of Cups, are overindulging in other areas of your life when it comes to actually working on this. You don't see yourself, shine. Like, you don't give yourself enough credit. You don't give yourself some sort of brilliance here. Nine of Cups in the reverse is overindulging. This is like, overeating, over drinking, over shopping, over spending emotionally. And then the Page of Wands, there could be something that you've wanted to do since childhood, but you're almost like pushing this idea down and suppressing it or repressing it. Don't do that. And it could bring you money. King of Pentacles in the reverse, though, but you have to decide whether or not you want that moving forward here. Like, okay, that's interesting. I don't know why they're telling me something is like owed to you since childhood. Some sort of wish, some sort of money. There is something hidden about this. You might get some sort of news or information at night, a letter from like a past previous position, job, or for some of you, a will. Yeah, you don't know. Moon card in the reverse. There's something hidden. Pisces, Cancer, Seven of Swords, the Death card. Someone might be hand delivering this information to you. Scorpio energy. Yeah, a will here. And Seven of Swords, careful. Read that thing, those legal documents a lot. This is someone also recognizing you and your brilliance, and they almost want to give you some sort of gift of money, and that's like what I'm feeling this reward is. And yeah, they want to give you this gift of money here, the Fool card in the upright, because they see your brilliance, they see you're talented, they see you doing this. So there could be like an ally or a benefactor here that you had no idea about. Nine of Swords, some of you are really anxious about money, worried about money here. Overall, that card came out. But Knight of Swords, there's some sort of communication that will come to fruition in the future here. Careful of overworking during this time. So you had the Devil card in the upright. You're going to get burnt out then, especially if you are in a leadership position. Tell me about rewards. Mastery. Literally, people are going to be paying you for your knowledge, your wisdom, things that you mastered. You could have a master's degree. You could have higher education here. You could be teaching other people your craft, how you do things, how you share. And it's almost like you might be a consultant here is what they're telling me as well. Three of Wands in the reverse. It's just not coming in yet. People haven't fully heard of what you're doing. And Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, but it will in the future. Overall, Three of Swords. There could be a lover around you or an ex-boss that's trying to like keep you from some sort of expansion or abundance because they see this potential in you. Emperor energy, Aries, and Gemini energy. So just watch out for that. Three of Cups. Like, other people, your friends have your back in this work situation. So for whoever needs to hear that specifically, overall, Five of Cups, they're sad that they lose out on you because you actually follow like your heart's desire here. Cute. Congrats, Aquarius. This is adorable. Yeah, give and take. Your heart's desire. Oh my God, what did I just say? Be open to giving and receiving. Keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. Shut up. And again, you have the sun peeking through. So it's like, maybe you need to meditate, go outside, like next to the sunset, sunrise here, maybe on a beach or in nature, whatever. Yes, for the heart and heart, whatever. I don't know what it's called in the chat, but that is like so on point. And that card also said, keep the flow of abundance going. So if some of you are really nervous with that Nine of Swords energy about money, you also need to circulate that money. You also need to be able to give that money in order to receive that money. Make someone's day with like a free cup of coffee, give back to people who are doing really cool things in your local community. You literally have the community card. Share the wealth is like that kind of energy. Cutting ties. Yeah, a lot of you are leaving some sort of position here. Congratulations. Peacock again. It could be significant. You're manifesting. Write down what you want. Use the law of attraction, assumption. You're coming out of any limitations here, but write down what you want. Gratitude scripting. Visualize it. Feel it. I love doing that stuff. Like my partner who's an Aquarius, Who, if you're watching, babe, later, hi. If not, that's cool. Thanks. But I was like, oh my gosh, for our 10th year anniversary, if we make it there, because we're at like 7 and some change, right? I was like, should we totally rent out like Minnesota United soccer stadium and get all the players to be there and like throw a party because we don't want to be married, we don't care. He's like, that sounds expensive. And like his brother and then our other friend in the car this last weekend after the soccer game, I was like telling them that, and his brother was like, I'll totally be there. And then our friend was like, oh yeah, me too. I was like, cool, I'm glad y'all will show up. We'll see if you'll be there, babe. He was like, that sounds expensive. And I was like, babe, I am so damn delusional that I could fucking manifest that. Like, so Aquarius, manifest that shit. Let's get into your relationships here, okay? Most important messages. I love the hearts and the 100 too. Relationships. What do my Aquariuses need to know? You got a light card. Love it. New family, friends, love, relationships coming in hot. Brand new beginnings, I'm telling you. Okay. Are you mad at me? So you got a dark card. There's someone worried about you, that you're upset with them. And then they have, ooh, for some of you, they want you to make the first move. Go for it. And someone from the past is trying to come back in your life. So you got 3 light cards. Tell us about new family, new friends, love, relationships. Oh, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. People haven't given to you as much as you wanted or desired or needed them in your life. And that's why you're getting better relationships here. 3 of Swords, especially if you've gone through grief and loss, hard times, an affair, or just like major life cycle transitions, and like you were the only one to pick yourself up here. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a gift. Some of you, like, you're moving out, literally. Like, you're moving out. You're, like, leaving different cities, states, countries. You're moving out and away from roommates or even from people that also, like, didn't check in on you. Like, they were not there for you. And I feel like you're in better alignment and connections. Multiple. You got 2 aces. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. People that actually love you. People that actually care about you. People that actually want to have a friendship with you, Aquarius. You have fire sign and water sign energy here. Again, hummingbirds. Maybe you're like going to, I don't know. This card always reminds me of like Japanese cherry blossoms. Those could be significant to you. But it's also like Spirit's giving you this gift of brand new relationships, and whether or not you want to take it here. Some of you, 7 of Swords, might be on guard. Like, what are they going to do? What are they going to say? You know, could this person actually really love me? And Spirit's like, stop it. Don't let yourself get there. Okay. Don't let yourself think that way here overall. You're releasing the people from the past. And now Spirit wants you to move into healthier connections. People that really admire you, desire you. This is a lot of potential dates as well as just friends here. Queen of Pentacles, they're going to be invested in you. You might be painting outdoors, nature, doing some fun things. Tell me about who's going to text Aquarius, warrior energy. Are you mad at me? Let's clarify this. Oh my God, I just got like an eyelash or a hair or something in my eye. Trust your third eye, maybe. Maybe your eyelashes are all over the place. I hate it when that happens. Squad. The Magician. Okay. Gemini, Virgo here. They're texting you. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like, huh, yeah, they're going to text you. Or an Aquarius. Why? What is this? 8 of Swords. They're coming towards you. It seems like there's some sort of conversation that needs to be had, some sort of bridge, something that needs to be mended here. And it seems like it's going to be very healthy. But you also have to allow yourself to be free to tell this person maybe how they also hurt you here. Again, 188 could be significant to you. 4 Cups in the reverse. This person may not have your answer though, meaning like they are not having it. They're like, not having it, not listening to you, Aquarius. And they're almost like upset with you, but I feel like you're going on to better groups or communities. For some of you, this could be with a mother. You could be 33. This could also be with a Libra Taurus here, but this is people who cultivated, you know, some sort of exchange with you. And it's almost like old people wanting to get back into your life when they weren't even there for you in the first place, and you've moved on from these energies. And you're like, why? Yeah, King of Pentacles. They dropped the ball on you. You're divinely protected to move away here. Very interesting. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. And again, you might be moving to someplace much, much better, or just into healthier communities, relationships. It's like these people somehow were like threatened by your success with the 6 of Wands. It was in the reverse here. Thank you for the check mark, Robin, and the confirmation. They want you to make the first move. Go for it. What's this about? Are y'all going to get pregnant or expand your family here? For some of you, this might be like some sort of family trip, vacation. For others of you, this could be a marriage, an engagement proposal, or like opening up your family or having kids or having children and like talking about where do you see ourselves in like 10 years, 5 years. Yeah, like Two of Wands. Where are we going? Where are we moving forward with this? Like, are we on the same page about stuff? So there's a lot of conversations and vacation, and there's like this disco ball globe here at the top. What's a path about? This might also just be someone who you really feel comfortable in a connection with, and this is like actually like having more dates and like moving forward on something with this. Like going out dancing, going out on bike rides, like sitting in nature here with all the different like imagery on this card, watching the sunset, right? Making good choices in your relationships. Temperance in the reverse. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. This person might be angry, or someone around you just might be angry that like, and for some of you, this could be family. Like, why don't you ever come see me? Why don't you ever come do this? Why don't you ever come do that? Like, Ten of Cups in the upright is also a family card, and Two of Wands is like you having to take action. But you also might be angry at them with the Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius. Maybe it's like you don't go towards certain people because you want people who are chill, who are grounded, who are fun, who make you happy. And these people, yeah, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Maybe all they do is drink, say hurtful things, or they're just like overindulging in some sort of like bad cycles mentally, emotionally in their life. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to invite myself into your shit. I'm going to go elsewhere with this. So some of you, that's definitely, and there's the World card, go elsewhere. Capricorn, Virgo energy, traveling towards other people and not towards these ones. So for some of you, this is definitely like family. For others of you, this is like committed partnerships, relationships, going out on dates, doing these things here overall. And you're just kind of protecting your peace. Four of Pentacles in the upright. Some of you are just content with like your life and your family. You're not giving energy to elsewhere. Who's coming back into Aquarius's life? What's this about? An Empress. Okay. A lot of you, this is some sort of mother, matriarch of a family here. Someone might have news that they're pregnant or trying to tell you something in Seven of Pentacles. It's like this connection wasn't meant to move towards you here, and they almost forgot about you. While they were growing and expanding and doing different things with their family life, they don't even ask you, like, how's your life? What are you doing? Did you take that paint class? Did you go on that road trip? Did you have fun doing this? And it's almost like, why would I invite these fake ass people from the past to just celebrate them when they don't even care to ask about me? Especially maybe you're doing like van life here. Yeah, someone's going to tell you about like a kiddo, a pregnancy announcement here. So Libra, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm so glad this resonates. Thank you. Target on point. Y'all, one time I got an actual card in the mail. And I was like, this is literally, I touched it. So maybe you have Claire. I think that's Claire tangents with the touch. I don't know. But whatever that psychic ability is, maybe you pick up on that specifically. Claire, no. Not telekinesis, but it's the telepsychometry where you can pick up certain things. And I got this envelope in the mail and I was like, this is this person telling me that like they are pregnant. Like this is a pregnancy announcement and this is like an invite here to like the shower or whatever. And I told my partner that and they're like, oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Sure as shit, that's what it was. So you might even like have that intuitive hit, that psychic hit, that download here. Something about your clairs could be coming up. Playing wounded in this situation, and this person might be upset if you don't go, or there might be someone who's trying to manipulate you to get you back in their life, and they got this victim mindset, low self-esteem, and it's like in the reverse, you're like, that's not on me to take care of. I tried to be there for you as best I could. And perfectionism in the reverse, like maybe you struggled with perfectionism and realizing I can't be everything for everyone in their life, and I'm not going to be there for you in this life when you're planning this pregnancy or this future relationship or marriage or partnership. And like we haven't seen each other in years, or I don't want to be a part of it, right? And that's fine. You do you. So just some of you are being warned, don't let these past people in your life here overall. And that's okay. Like, you don't have to be blood to be family either. I've always loved that quote here. Sexual energies. I'll get off on my, I'll stop my shameless tangents, y'all. You got affirmation, Libra. You could have Libra in your chart. You could be 49. I have a balance of sexually giving and receiving in my relationships. And that's what we were just talking about with relational energies, but it's coming up with sex. Aquarius, your affirmation. I embrace my sexuality, uniqueness, and I keep growing my sexual comfort zone. 53, very beautiful. That number could resonate. Break them down, they could resonate. And your planet, again, Aquarius energy, sexual rebellion, or just, doing things differently, being you. 33 again, contemplating the future. Cancer overall. Affirmation. A lot of you need to affirm these different statements out loud about your sexuality. And the Cancer card is, I'm allowed to protect my sexual energy and trust my intuition. Cancer, Aquarius, Libra energies. You could have those signs in your chart. You could need to maybe look at what planets they're in, or if they're an empty house, maybe just kind of reflect on like what themes could be coming up during this time with your sexual energies, your connection, your pleasure, whatever it might be here overall, your joy here, okay? Let's see what's going on with this Libra energy. You had Libra show up overall. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone might skip out on like a date night with you, or may not want to work with you on sexual goals here. There could be some sort of commitment issue or sexual greed overall. Ace of pleasures, I mean. Five of desires, and you're fighting here, maybe. You might be sexually stressed, or people competing over you. That would make sense with Libra. And you may reject some other people, Aquarius, like if you're open or anything like that. Others of you, you might be comparing your sex life to other people. Stop it. Or you might have a partner who's got these energies in their chart, and they might be upset that they aren't receiving enough or whatever. Someone could have also judged you for your sexuality here, Scorpio energy in the reverse. And this is like they need to do their own shadow work and actually understand maybe what they said was hurtful, how they harmed you, how they also maybe like didn't show up for you, or maybe this is you backing off from this person to allow them to reflect and see if they actually will understand. Like, what's that quote? Silence speaks loudly is what's coming up for you. And maybe you're waiting for this person to actually come back around and apologize to you. They might use sex to manipulate you. Yeah, Four of Seductions. I see you moving away from this person, giving them a rest, the Strength card, and really setting and holding strong boundaries with whatever this is. Tell me about Aquarius and Uranus. Very interesting. The Hermit card in the reverse. So a lot of you are exploring your sexuality a little bit more. You may be kinky, you may be queer, you may be part of like the leather community here. You could be poly, you could be monogamish, right? Maybe you need to look up those words if you don't know them here. But yeah, like this person is studying, looking things up, reading, learning about sexuality here, and like wanting to maybe expand. But this could also be like hidden enemies, third party situation. Hermit card is Virgo. It's also 6th house, so there could be something going on with your sexual physical health, like a STD or a STI. Page of ecstasy. Someone could be holding back some sort of news about this from you. That's cups in this deck. You might just be in your hermit mode, not really having sex during this time. Eight of pleasures. Pentacles. For some of you, you're in a relationship that really feels like it's lacking a lot of relational and emotional like stability. For others of you, you're really reflecting and holding yourself back if you're single. What is it that I want? How can I be real to create better, healthy habits and patterns in the future with the Eight of Pleasures, which is Pentacles here, to discuss with other people, because this is future energy. What my sexuality is, what my love languages are, just kind of being able to be real with people and almost not having to hold yourself back. A lot of you also that are in committed partnerships or relationships, you may be holding back some sort of sexual secret about your sexuality, about your kinks, about your fetishes, about you like kind of maybe not being fully present for sex or date nights or just receiving love right now. It's really sad. And it's almost like there's some sort of inner work and healing that you're trying to do. And it's like the classic line of like, it's not you, it's me, but you're really, I can see that you're really trying for some of you. That's not going to resonate for all of you. And I do see you coming out of this and in the future being with a partner, a relationship that is very structured, very reliable, very devoted, like you and them. So if you're doing this work, congratulations. This is not easy. I commend you. And a lot of people couldn't do this. Celibate 333, I love it. Thank you for the confirmations. Yeah, 7 of ecstasy, cups in the reverse. It's like understanding your sexuality more. And lovers card, yeah, figuring this out maybe during this Gemini season, or you have Gemini in your chart here. You could have a lot of Gemini and Virgo in your chart. And if you do, naturally, you could be asexual here overall. Or maybe even looking into your Vesta placement. That's a big indicator that can talk a lot about sexuality, just like everything. Like there's more. I'm going to talk about all that stuff in the future, Shameless Squad. So, but that's a big one when it comes to ruling Virgo, and you had Libra, and there's talks about that, and it also rules Scorpio with the asteroids in the sky. So if you're not familiar, just please ignore this. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you. Hi, 7 in the chat. Tell me about this protecting sexual energy here. Yeah, 8 of Desires, Wands in the reverse. This is something where some of you, you're overworked, where it's like sex isn't necessarily happening. You might be burnt out. You might realize, oh my God, I just said like asexual here. Shut up. Or you could be gray sexual or demisexual for some of you, meaning you need like an emotional connection first. So a lot of you are really just protecting yourself. You're not trying to like do anything to harm other people if you are in a committed relationship. But Ace of Seductions, there will be some conversations about this in the future. For some of you, third house, we also talked about this at the beginning. That's social media. And this is like technology, dating apps, different kinds of things. You may be messaging some people online. You might be thinking about doing that. And you might be like building up some sort of courage and momentum to do that in the future, Aquarius. So I really like this. I like this reading for you. It's honestly different than the energies this whole week. So if you're in the chat, make sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe too, and let me know it resonates for you. But yeah, the Justice card in the reverse. I feel like you might just also be holding yourself back because it's almost like you're not doing yourself any relational or sexual justice if you feel like you are lying to a partner about your sexuality. Yeah, and 8 of Desires, you're like, well, what good is that going to do moving forward here overall? So take your time with this, Aquarius. You might be studying this during Gemini season, but Virgo, again, energy. Secretive sex. Some of you could just be like exploring this more, exploring different things that you want with sex, or again, you might be sexually celibate. For others of you, this could be really hidden. With Virgo ruling the digestive system, you might be exploring different types of sex and also not that innocent. And then we have Aquarius. Okay, new technology, futuristic sex, thinking about the future, maybe learning about kinks, fetishes, your sexuality overall here. There's something about that for you. Let's shuffle out these messages. Boom. Okay, earth here. Get outside here. Do earthing. Put your feet on the soil, in the grass, water. Get outside. Being in nearby like the divine feminine elements, which is earth and water. So make sure you're doing that here, okay? Most important final. Okay, we're just going to take them. You got 4. So you got instant manifestation. Cute. There's that 11 again. So you have all the power to manifest all the successes in your life. And maybe you're working with the moon phases with this. Pay attention to these. Create rituals around them. You have the root chakra. So very interesting. You have 10, which breaks down to a 1. You have 11. And you have 1 in all 3 of these cards here. So 1111 could be significant to you if you can just kind of see that here. But we discussed music, so maybe needing to listen to high vibrational music, sol fuego frequencies, especially to close out any of these major cycles that have been very stressful or anxious for you here. Shine bright, that came up, so don't dim your light, turn it up, shine brightly, be confident and keep sparkling. That was the second confirmation of this. Yes, like the peacock in the chat. That's what peacocks represent. We have protect your energy in the reverse here, so someone could have tried to work against you, but you have have harmonious times that are coming in. Dream attack, watch out for your dreams. Maybe put a black, cutting the deck, black crystal, or labradorite is my favorite. That's like this crystal where it kind of looks like a lake. I don't know if y'all can like see it with that shine here. Maybe getting one of these, putting it under your bed specifically could be really good for you, your pillow, or even like clear quartz or aura quartz here. So then you are just practicing that dream protection overall. But Aquarius says, this has been a beautiful read. There are awards, nice award. Maybe you're getting an award, but there are rewards coming in and ahead. So I don't want you to doubt yourself. I want you to trust yourself. I want you to pay attention to a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, because you had multiple different decks say multiple similar things here. And there's just a lot coming up for you spiritually that I want you to definitely soak in this reading, come back to it, watch it as much as you need here, but you literally are moving into something better and you are being taken care of and you have a lot of wealth that's coming in, and I am very excited for you and I'm very proud of you because I know that 2025 has not been the easiest of years, boo. So if you're new, confirmation, thank you, Robin. I appreciate you. Definitely hit the like button, completely free to you. Drop me a comment down below, help the channel grow, everything like that too. Make sure to smash the subscribe button, boo, because we also have other reads that I'm doing today. I think I'm doing Sagittarius, Aries, and Pisces. So I'm going to do my best to get the rest of those out here, but I would appreciate you so much. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, donations, everything like that. Gratitude for the expertise and the delivery of Spirit's messages. Gratitude for all of you being here and supporting this video. I appreciate and I love all of you Aquarius too. I think I might be doing, so I did Capricorns last week. So I know I try to do 6 a week, and this week my energies were up and down all around. So they might be next week. We'll see. But I think I'm probably going to do Aries. I got to look at the views. I think it was Aries and then Pisces and Sagittarius. So we'll see. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. I love you. And stay tuned for more and stay shameless.